My name is Binita and welcome back to Just Another Cook. It's November, it's pie and tart time. So last week I posted a poll on my IG asking you guys to choose between an apple pie or chocolate tart. You guys chose chocolate tart. And one of you DM'd me asking me to make it chocolate caramel or chocolate chili. My brain cannot figure how the chocolate chili gonna taste. So we will deal with that later in the video. So for now, we're gonna make salted caramel chocolate tart. Before that, if you are new here or if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe now. Let's hit 1K by the end of this year. It's gonna be a really special birthday present for me, So please subscribe. Now let's move on to the recipe. And we are starting by making the caramel sauce first. Take half a cup of white and brown sugar each. Add a splash of water so that the sugar doesn't burn easily. Now let the sugar melt on medium to low heat. Now once the sugar is perfectly melted, you get that nice amber color. Slowly pour some hot, fresh or heavy cream little by little. Then stir vigorously on low heat. Okay, be careful while you are whisking. If the caramel splatters, it's gonna burn you for real good. Also, make sure the cream is really hot. Don't use chilled cream straight out of the fridge or even at room temperature. It's gonna split in that case. So you can just warm it up a little on stovetop or just microwave for 20 to 30 seconds and then use it. Once it's nicely mixed up, switch off the gas and add a knob of butter and a fat pinch of salt. Now mix it up for the last time and you are done. Now just pour and store in the fridge. Next we are making the crust. For that, take some softened butter and cream it well with a whisk or an electric beater. Then sieve some powdered sugar to it. Whisk together really well. To that, add 25 grams of almond paste or almond flour. So the thing is, this kind of recipe calls for store-bought almond flour. I didn't have that, so I used this paste instead. What I did is I soaked some almonds in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes, then peel off the skin and grind it to a fine paste. And it worked just fine. Now beat everything together well and whisk one egg and add it little by little and mix well. Next add 130 grams of flour, 2 tablespoons at a time. Sieve the flour beforehand though. Gently fold the flour with a spatula and mix until all the flour is gone. And you get a smooth mashed potato-y like dough. Put this in a clean foil and give it a rough rectangular shape. Then wrap it well and chill for at least 8 hours. And good morning, we are on day 2 of making tart. First we're gonna grease the tart pan with a lots of butter and put it in the fridge for at least 1 hour. Then dust your work surface with flour and start rolling your dough. Gently press down the dough with the rolling pin like this. Then start rolling. Don't give it too much pressure though. Once you manage to roll this like a 1/4 of an inch thick sheet, roll it with the pin to move. Put over the pan and gently lift the sheet and cover the whole pan like this. Don't worry if it's cracking, you can patch and fix easily. I do this all the time. Press the dough gently to the pan on the sides with your finger knuckle this way. Now prick the dough with a fork, otherwise it's gonna puff like roti. Then put a baking pepper on it and some uncooked dal or beans or rice as wets. Now bake the crust until done. Then take the wets off and bake again for 5 to 7 minutes. And we are done with the crust. If it's perfect, it's gonna come off easily like this. Now let's move on to the best part. Let's make the ganache. Take some heavy or fresh cream and heat it up. To that, add dark chocolate. Slightly submerge the chocolate and let it sit for 10 minutes. Then gently start mixing. Add some instant coffee to it and mix everything well. Once everything is well incorporated, pour the ganache into the tart. spread evenly with a rubber spatula or an offset spatula. Now put it in the fridge and let it set for 4 to 5 hours. Warning: I really like this kind of bitter dark chocolate taste, so I used 55% of cocoa dark chocolate. I put no sugar, used a lot of coffee. So if you are not a fan of that, you can use milk chocolate instead. Also can add some sugar or even condensed milk. But I don't want you to skip the coffee part. It's really boosts the chocolate flavor. So if you don't like it that much, you can put it less, but don't just skip it totally. Once the chocolate is set perfectly, pour the caramel sauce on top and slather evenly. If your caramel gets tough in the fridge, just heat it up, no biggie. Once you are done spreading, you are all done with your work. Now it's time to just enjoy. Now it's time for some experiment. Here's your tart and one chili. I still can't figure how this gonna taste or how should I combine this flavor together. I'm gonna try one bite of each together and see how it goes. Anyway, if you are really fond of this flavor combo or if you have some idea, please enlighten me in the comment section. Then I'm gonna try this. No, it's not for me. And that was it for today's video. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you're gonna make this recipe, then share the pictures with me on my Instagram. The link is given in the description. I'll see you next week. Bye bye. I can taste the chili.
A few moments later.